Hello, my friends! Today we are doing something very special. Last year I took a deep dive into the world of traditional Irish singing called sean-nós, which is a musical tradition that I am very connected to and I practice myself. So many of you loved that video, and the comment section with all of you connecting my culture with your own cultures from all over the world got me thinking, what other ancient styles of singing are out there for me to learn about? And what are the ways that artists and vocalists are keeping these traditions alive today? So we are going to do a little series on this channel where we learn together about different traditions and styles of singing from all over the world. I will introduce you to an artist that practices traditional singing in some way within their culture. We will learn all about it. We will attempt to learn how to do it a little bit. And today we are starting out with Indian Carnatic singing. I am so happy to introduce to you an incredible artist and a dear friend, Archana. Hi.
Hi.
Hello. So, would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Archana. I'm a singer-songwriter. I've been trained in Carnatic music, and then I started writing pop music and R&B and a bunch of other influences. I live in Brooklyn, New York. Woohoo, go Brooklyn, go Brooklyn. I'm pursuing my craft full-time.
We're here today to talk about Carnatic singing, which I've found to be incredibly beautiful and fascinating, and I'm really, really curious about it. So, if you were to define Carnatic singing, what would that be?
So it's one of two main classical Indian singing disciplines. The other one is called Hindustani classical, and Carnatic is the one that I am trained in. So it's the South Indian classical genre.
So for Carnatic music, what are the occasions or contexts in which Carnatic singing is sung?
Yeah, I mean, it's really everything. You know, there's a song for everything, but a lot of what it centers around is God. As you know, India is polytheistic. We, have several songs that we can choose from for multiple different gods. It is a religious thing. Obviously, it's very closely religiously tied, but even if you're really going for it on someone's birthday, you can bring out, a song. If someone's getting married and you want to wish them good luck and prosperity and a lot of money, you'll sing a song that represents a god that can offer them that blessing.
How are different Carnatic pieces composed?
Composers they form the foundation of Carnatic music. A lot of the songs, and especially the classic ones that you're taught as a child when you start learning Carnatic singing, are in Sanskrit and by thousands of years old, and composers that really lived a very long time ago.
Got it. And they've been passed down for that long.
Yeah.
Wow, that's remarkable.
Which is really cool. One of the building blocks in Carnatic music is the raga. And it is the set of notes by which you are constrained to when you sing. That raga is it's like a scale. It's like a key, basically. But it is much more attached to feeling and much more dynamic than what a key has to offer. Cool. So we can say a key feels this way, somber and whatever, but a raga feels like morning dewdrops on blades of grass.
How do you make those differentiations in terms of creating that feeling? Is it ornamentation? Is it...
So there are characteristics to a raga.
Got it.
So there will be maybe a certain permutation or combination of notes that is a signature kind of for a raga. When
we were talking earlier, you mentioned something about how there are times where you throw in a quarter tone note into something like a raga.
Yeah. So quarter tones are the foundation. So we learn do re mi fa sol la ti do in Western music, and with Carnatic music you learn sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. Those are quarter tones.
You hear that quarter tone in there.
There's a quarter tones.
So how does one come to learn Carnatic music?
So, I was stuck in classes when I was a kid.
Hey.
So as you know, I was born in India, yes. And I came here when I was literally a year old. So my parents wanted me to have some semblance of my culture and my religion. So they put me in classical music and classical dance. So, I did a lot of Bollywood dancing, and I also learned Kathak, which is the more North Indian discipline of dance. So that is kind of paired with Hindustani classical singing. And Bharatanatyam is the South Indian dance that's kind of paired a little bit more with Carnatic. But I learned kind of opposites. I learned I learned Kathak and I learned Carnatic.
Interesting.
But I am North Indian and I'm South Indian, so it makes sense.
Is there like an emotional component to it that you're thinking about, or is that just like through the voice?
I definitely feel like more attached to certain ragas than other ones.
Yeah.
I'm like a broody girl. I like the dark ones.
Sure.
Like the one that I just sang. I love that raga. But the one that's like sa di ga ma pa da ni sa, like very do re mi fa so. I'm like, nah, whatever.
Yeah.
I like the broody ones.
You're like, I like to be sad.
I like to be sad.
In terms of the phonation going on in your mouth, because you sing R&B stuff, you can riff like crazy. How is singing Carnatic music different for you, like physically?
Yeah, it's almost like it's a completely different placement. When we sing Western music, we kind of sit back in our voices a little bit. We try not to promote like being nasal. Carnatic music is very forward and concentrated here and nasal. So if I were singing Himagiri Tarna ye, I'm using, it's all coming out here. My resonance is right here. But if I'm singing like, I don't know, some people wait for the fortune, it's all back here. Yeah. You know?
So what is the scale that is attached to Carnatic music?
Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa. That is the raga that everyone learns. So that's the basic scale. So the first exercise is sa di ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa. The next one is sa di ga ma pa da ni sa.
So would it be all right if you taught me a tiny bit of Carnatic music?
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna teach you the first thing we all learn.
Okay.
So when we start our practice, we start with a basic tune-up. Nice. You got the tone of voice perfectly. Ba, sa, so we basically have taken a second. We've started our practice, and we're centered, and we're here with the pitch. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa. Ready?
Sa ri. Nope.
I got it. Sa re ga.
Sa ri ga. No.
Sa re ga.
Sa ri ga.
Again.
Sa ri ga.
Yeah, give me like a little bit of a not a re, but like a little bit of a re, like a little tongue roll. Sa ri ga.
Sa ri ga.
Sa ri ga ma.
Sa ri ga ma.
Pa da ni sa. Sa ri ga ma pa da ni sa.
Sa ri ga na pa ma ni sa.
Sa ni. Yeah, sa ni da pa. Sa ni da pa. Yeah, so the thing is a little bit of a shake there.
Yeah.
That is like, it ranges between two pitches.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's a little bit of a stylistic thing, but it also is like very much forms the foundation of Carnatic music.
Sa ni da pa.
Ma ga.
Ma ga.
Ri sa. So while we sing that, we also keep a thumb on our lap.
Okay.
So sa di Re ga ma pa da ni sa. I'll teach you in a sec. Or you can go sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da ba ma ga ri sa. So times 2, and then times 2 again, right? So basically you clap, pinky, ring, middle, and then clap, back. Yeah. Give it up for Melinda.
Oh, barely.
Come on, backlighting.
Come on, backlighting.
There's a halo.
Halo. Okay, let's listen to Heat. It's so good. This single is so good. Yay. Everyone go listen to it immediately. Or actually, let's talk about it first and then go listen to it.
I think I'll listen to it.
I hear the Carnatic in the end of the chorus. So when you are adding Carnatic music to a pop song, obviously the approach is completely different than if you were singing a typical Carnatic song. So how do you approach that?
I mean, I've been doing this since like college.
Right,
I was an a cappella and I was like throwing in whatever. And I would go to my teacher and I would ask them to teach me a song in the ragam that sounded like this whatever key this pop song was in, right?
Oh, cool.
The chemicals kicking in. Sa ga ma pa ni sa ni pa ma ga sa na, right? So like just kind of figuring out the key, feeling out what that sounds like, what that feeling is.
So why is it like really, really crucial for you to maintain this part of your cultural expression in the pop music that you make?
I find difficulty in connecting with my culture a lot of the times as I'm moving about my life here in Brooklyn and, having the friends, the diversity that I have. I don't have a ton of Indian friends, but what I do have is a solid foundation for Indian art. I always want to spend more time getting to know it more. And this is a big piece of who I am. Before I knew I could sing at all in a Western style, I knew that I could sing Carnatic music.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing your time and energy and music with us, and I cannot wait to hear what you come out with next.
Yay!
Everyone go listen to Heat right now. Thank you all so much for watching. Go stream Heat right now, y'all. Go support Archana on all of her music sites and social medias and all that good stuff. Let me know if there is another style of traditional singing from somewhere in the world that you would like for me to learn about. And if you want to support my sort of long-form, in-depth videos like this, the best way to do that is on Patreon. You'll get some pretty amazing rewards and behind-the-scenes live streams and personal videos from me and all kinds of fun things, as well as an amazing community, so definitely check that out down below in here. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel, turn on the bell so that you don't miss notification, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye!